single day, I'm gonna make something great. That's my way. Every single day, I'm gonna make something great. That's my way.
Baby doll! How about your reigning, defending, undisputed NFL top dogs of the goddamn world, Philadelphia Eagles! That feels good! That feels good! That feels woo! Good! Yeah!
You were screaming it. You have to run the ball for the offense to be effective enough to go against an offense with that high caliber power on the other side of the ball. You got to maintain and keep the sticks moving. That way you keep golf and you keep the running back off the field. Once you keep Todd Gurley off the field, then things will be a lot better for this offense.
This is why I speculated a while ago how potent and how powerful this offense can be.
Eagles fly on the road to victory. Eagles fly, score a touchdown, 1, 2, 3. Hit 'em low, hit 'em high, and watch your Eagles fly. Eagles fly on the road to the victory. E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles! Okay. Now here's my question. Here is my question. And this is no knock on Nick Foles, on Carson Wentz. That's my quarterback. That's his quarterback. Take nothing away from Nick Foles as we take nothing away from Rico. If I haven't got your head right, boy, I swear to God. But let me tell you something. Hold on while I think.
I just feel like the ball was getting out pretty quick. I just feel like we're balanced. We're keeping them off balance in the run game. They're really pounding them. That's something I think we need to keep continuing.
What does it mean to you guys to get this win here, Dallas losing today, and stay very much in the hunt?
It's what it is, man. It's not pretty, but the big game next week against Houston.
Thank you, man.
Thank you.
No, you're wrong, Lane. You're wrong. It was pretty, man. It was. You fended off one of the top defenses in the NFL. You fended off.
If we can beat Houston and we can beat the Washington Redskins and Cowboy fans, JJ Thriller. What happened to the Almighty? Huh? JJ Thriller. X Factor. How about them Cowboys? Let me ask you a question, Mr. JJ Thriller, Mr. X Factor, Cowboy fans. How about them Cowboys? You motherfuckers score zip, and skip. You're right. Skip Bayless. You're right. You're right, Skip. if Nicky Foles was in these games and Carson Wentz would have rested the whole game, y'all would have set it up. If Nick Foles was in these games, y'all would have said the whole day, we would have been undefeated. 12-2. How about them go? And to all the youths that said that my team ain't nothing, that my team is going to be one-hit wonders, that said my team is done, we should focus on next year, y'all can kiss my ass. To everybody that said that we ain't the top dogs, we're just old yellers. That this dog right here needs to go to the barn and pull the trigger. First of all, that's Eli Manning. Yo, Carpizzo, how about them mother trucker giants? Baby doll, you still owe me a face, baby doll, but I'll get to you in a minute. Dougie P.
The difference, we played for 60 minutes. Quite frankly, we finished the football game like we expect to do each week, and great all around in all three phases. I mean, we thought coming in that there was going to be some opportunity. This Ram defense is extremely potent. They got some talent. They got some rushers up front, and what opens things up is the ability to run the football.
Run the ball.
We had some success doing that, even in the third quarter. And
when we run the ball, we win. When we don't, we lose. We ran the ball, you mothers.
I thought that it was positive. Just kind of getting back into a rhythm, with him, and it's been a while since week 2.
Let me tell you guys something. To all y'all that said we ain't nothing now, y'all can kiss my ass. To all of y'all that said that my team ain't nothing, y'all can kiss my ass. To all of y'all said the Eagles gonna be eliminated coming up, y'all curse. To all of y'all that said we ain't the top dogs of this division or the top dogs of the NFL, you can take all that, and we can take this Keyblade. This is what we're going to do. We're going to take Riku's Keyblade right here. You see his Keyblade? We're going, the Eagles fans, us Eagles fans, we're going to all y'all that said the Eagles is done, trash, one-hit wonder, we're going to take this Keyblade right here that belongs to Riku. We're going to take this Keyblade, sorry Riku, but shine it up real nice. Turn this zombie sideways, sorry Riku, and stick it straight up all y'all candy asses. Don't you dare disrespect Riku, and don't you dare disrespect my Eagles. How dare you? We ran the ball. Josh Adams, Wendell Smallwood, Mighty Mouse, Nicky 6. Love Carson Wentz to death, but Nick Foles should have played the whole season. Carson Wentz, in my opinion, should have rested up the whole season. Would have been better. Would have made him better if he would have rested up. But it's okay. We're 7-7. We're going to win the division because I don't take wild cards. We're going to win the division. And when Nick Foles come at the Saints, y'all done. You see, all you people want to talk trash about my team. Yeah, what's your team doing, motherfuckers? Huh? Let's go over the division. Cowboy fans. JJ Thriller, let me go over my list of you cowboy motherfuckers. Here we go. JJ Thriller, how about them Cowboys? X Factor, how about them Cowboys? The Dallas Cowboys Show, how about them Cowboys? Cowboys Legends for Life, how about them Cowboys? Boys for Life, oh you've been talking trash, but guess what? Boys for Life, oh how about them Cowboys? Skip Bayless, how about them Cowboys? Will Kane, how about them Cowboys? Capizzle. How's it feel? OBJ clearly said that y'all was going to win in all the games. All of them. Next 8 games. 7 games. Yet you lost. Most of them. The Eagles own your punk ass, Cop. We own you. I still want to see Baby Dog. Y'all ain't done. That mask that you had still haunts me, Cop. I still want to see Baby Dog. You ain't done. Cop. Give me Baby Dog. The face. The whole face. I don't care about no... The bet ain't over. Cop. Not while I'm around. I want Baby Dog. Give me Baby Dog. Baby Dog, come to the wedding business! Redskins, hey, y'all trash. But we coming for that 4th seed. I don't do wild cards. I want the 4th seed. So the Cowboys can come to us. The Cowboys get to come to us. We got unfinished business. Defense. Michael Bennett should be signed. Fletcher Cox. Michael Bennett. Fletcher Cox, all you guys should be signed. That's my defense, baby. That's my defense.
One guy, it's about the team. Cliche, yes, completely agree. It was a total team win. But the question we're all going to be munching on for the next hour plus, and certainly into the week. Question, are you sticking with Nick for next week as Houston comes in? Quote, we're going to enjoy this. We'll make those decisions later in the week.
I told you guys, there's no way that they're going to put... If they didn't put Carson on IR now, then I say, all right, he didn't have the possibility of going out on the field. But I truly said, when we finish this game, and if we win this game, there's no way he's going to put him on IR because he still has a fighting shot to play. He's already said he can't get any worse. So since he can't get any worse, why not keep him on board just in case they do make it to the playoffs, and then he could be a viable second-team quarterback if something does happen.
Let's underscore what he just said. A viable second-team quarterback, Carson Wentz.
Listen, his name must be Ray. Because he cray if he think Carson Wentz going to play another down this year.
Really?
He ain't playing no more this year. No matter whether we in the playoff hunt or not. Okay, he's the franchise. He's going to be the quarterback here.
Why not IR Jalen Mills? They IR every other guy that's
said it yourself.
They have not IR Carson Wentz.
What week are we in?
16.
Okay, we're in week 15. If there's a player out there worth the salt in his body, he'd be on this team. They would have brought him in, they would have signed him, and they would have put him on this team. That's the only reason you put Carson Wentz on IR, is that you have another guy that's beneficial to your team, and then you move him to IR and you use that roster spot. The fact that they didn't move him to IR tells you right now that there ain't nobody out there. Carson Wentz ain't playing no more.
There's always somebody out there. Hold on. There's always somebody out there.
No, it ain't.
Always somebody out there.
Listen, if he was worth his salt, he'd be on somebody's roster at this point. Ain't nothing out there now but garbage.
So, what do you think they got on the secondary right now is garbage.
Hey, listen.
At this point, Carson is on.
Offense.
He is on there
They
because
just beat the offense with a number
quarterback.
two seeded team.
Yeah.
Okay. You can't call them guys garbage no more. The boys playing tonight.
Raymondo, what happens here with regard to Carson Wentz? He hasn't been IR'd. If he's not going to play again this season, as Seth suggests, why not just IR him? We're going to hear about that this week, or will he play?
I don't think he's playing. And I certainly don't think he plays Sunday. I mean, you won this game with Nick Foles. There's no reason to go back to Carson Wentz now. I mean, I would be.
So if he's not,
I hate
if he's not playing Sunday, Ray, then he's not playing against Washington.
I wouldn't think so.
Okay.
I wouldn't think so. Maybe they just didn't make the move for whatever reason to keep their options open. I don't know. But all I know is you go out to Los Angeles and you win this game with Nick Foles, you're not going back to a quarterback with a stress fracture in his back next week. No, that's not going to happen.
No, he's not. We're not saying he's going to be a starter. We're talking about him being the backup quarterback. That's what I'm saying.
He's your franchise. If he can be your backup, then that means that he can play. If he can play, then there's no way that you're going to play Nick Foles over him if he can play.
No, but here's the thing.
They're just not saying it. You got to understand the gamesmanship that goes on, okay? If you put him on IR, then you're telling the Texans and you're telling the Redskins that you got to prepare for Nick Foles. If you don't put him on IR, now you make the Texans and the Redskins prepare for Nick Foles and Carson Wentz. Think about it.
They're totally ready for Nick Foles. Nick Foles. That's what they're doing. Let me just quote a good friend of mine. Reality check. Are you kidding me? Here's the deal. They want Nick Foles. They want Carson Wentz around because not next week, not the week after, but maybe 3 weeks after tonight, they might be in the playoffs. And at that point, would you go back to Carson Wentz? If the answer is no, then you IR him. If the answer is yes, then you got to keep him around. If you go into the playoffs, this is to heal this injury. What we have heard from the doctors who have treated this injury to fully
I would go with him.
It is a matter of months, but to be effective, you can get back in a matter of weeks.
He doesn't need to be fully recovered.
He is already he's already on the mend. That's the only reason that they discovered that he had a stress fracture.
Right, because of the calcification.
Exactly. So he's already on the mend. The point is that this guy is your franchise. You're talking about paying this guy in the offseason $20 to $30 million. Why would you put him out there in this situation where listen, even if the Eagles get into the playoffs, the likelihood of them beating the Saints, the likelihood of them beating
the Rams, the likelihood of them beating the Rams.
The Bears?
They couldn't beat the Rams.
That likelihood is slim to none, okay? So why would you risk his long-term future? Why would you risk his off-season preparation by putting him in these insignificant games and getting him hurt again? It makes no sense.
And you put him on IR. You IR him.
Why?
Because you don't want to tempt yourself with the fact that you got what you're. Both of you said the top young quarterback in the game is Carson Wentz. Said that in the pregame show. You do not tempt yourself so that entering that first. I got to take a break. Hang on, because we want. Wait.
That decision.
Hang on.
That decision to shut him down was made early in the week before Doug Peterson ever stepped out in his press conference. They already made the decision. They just ain't telling you because that's what you want to know.
Let Rendell rule quickly. Gov, what do you think? How should it go?
Two things. Number one, I think Seth is right. We're not going to risk Nick Foles. We're not going to risk Carson Wentz. But secondly, let's assume Nick Foles wins the next two and gets us into the playoffs. Rendell Smallwood said something very revealing. He said, we've got our swagger back. These players believe that Nick Foles has some sort of magic. And if Nick Foles wins the next two and we get into the playoffs, why wouldn't you ride that horse?
Why? Because you got Carson Wentz.
Players believe that Nick Foles has some sort of magic. And why would you risk the franchise?
I'm down. Seth's already printing T-shirts that say #Foles Effect. And I've already bought 100 of them. I'm going to be out of Madison selling them after the show. But let me tell you something. When you got Carson Wentz and you got Nick Foles, the Super Bowl MVP, I get all that. But you really wouldn't put Carson Wentz back in there if he was ready to play at whatever point he's ready, fully healthy?
Controversy coming up.
No, but he will be in 3 weeks.
No, there'll always be an element of risk. And remember what Rendell Smallwood said. We got our swagger back.
All right. Rendell ruling, as he will continue throughout the program. We'll take another.
Whoops, my bad. But I would play Nick Foles only because it saves Carson Wentz from himself. But anyway, as you heard, this is my opinion in all this. Play Nick Foles. Only because Carson Wentz is our franchise quarterback. You might as well keep him. You might as well let Nick Foles play. It only saves Carson Wentz from himself. And Nicky Foles, man! Carson Wentz is still my quarterback no matter what, but if Nick Foles bring that swagger, you gotta play him. I understand that's a risk, but you gotta play him. You gotta. Here's it's like this. If Nick Foles plays, that's his you know, his opening. Excuse me. Anyway, like I was saying, play Nick Foles. It helps Carson Wentz. That's all. That's all.
Members get over $500.
Seriously, you need to save your franchise quarterback from himself. We don't need him to get home. But this is his, what's that word when you get your job interview? You know what I mean. This is his job description, his receipt, his video. In other words, this is Nick Foles showing the world his job subscription. You know, like, this is what I can do. So he should be playing. But I'm too excited. How about them Eagles? Eagles. Play Nick Foles throughout the game.
His name is Alshon Jeffrey. He looked like the Alshon of the Super Bowl, frankly. 8 catches
So,
for 160 yards.
with that being said, in closing, Nick Foles did a good job. You should play him to rest Carson Wentz because he's the franchise. Let Nick Foles go out there and you know, okay? Okay. I'm too excited to talk. I'm going to go celebrate. Cowboys suck. Giants suck. Y'all suck. We coming for the crown again. We coming for the two-time motherfuckers. Two-time. Look at the two. We getting it back. Keep Nick Foles in the field so we can rest Carson Wentz next year. Look at that. Look at the tip. Look at the tip and stop. Ooh, ah. Back it up. Look at the tip. Flags fly. Get my Super Bowl parade. Look at the tip. Look at the tip and stop. Ah. Flags fly. Victory! Monday! Two-time, baby. We coming for the crown. Where's my hat? We getting none of these, baby. Two-time. Flags fly. Two-time, baby. Not one time. Two-time. Lord Bussin! What up, my brother? Iraq! Two-time. Flags fly.
Every single day